Okay, so what's going on is because we had problems earlier. I'm here. I was just about to post in Discord. Let me just post everyone. Because I desperately need this. Okay, sorry. I have to do my shopping today. There's no question. I'm low on inventory. I desperately need shopping. I didn't get to do my stream this morning, which sucks. Uh, I got really upset and I went and I had some lunch and I ended up passing out. And that was that. That was that. There's a good chance part of that was the fact that I didn't drink any coffee. I mean, and you know what a sin that is for me. So I just basically went and, passed out. So you gotta tell me, is your group working for you? Is that helping? I'm hoping. Because, Lord knows, those are my big issues. Yeah, carbs are my Achilles heel. Now, I know if I had cut back on carbs, I'd probably do a lot better than I do now. Hold on. And I am garlic. You know what the irony is, or the funny part is about me being garlic? Is that, hmm, I'm mostly veggie because I don't like eating meat, but, I do like tofu. I wonder if that would work. I'll eat chicken sometimes, and I'll eat ground beef or ground pork. Anything ground, I will eat. It's just in animal format, I can't do it. It just grosses me out. Oh, don't I know it? I mean, some people claim it's the other way around. I think it does it vary with the person what it is that makes them inflamed, because when I talked to my rheumatologist about milk, he said for some people it makes them uh have a reaction, but most people don't have that reaction to milk. But it's like it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know what I think. I admit to being at a loss about it. I need to eventually have some kind of testing done. fiber helps me a lot. Um, it does keep my hunger under control. You know what's funny is I'm a garlic right now, and this is what my screen thing is a garlic. I am very allergic to garlic. I get sick. Like some people get, my body just cannot process it. I get sick in every way imaginable. We won't go into too many details, but just assure you, it's sick in every single way imaginable. And so I started looking into it, and it turns out the food that I don't like, that's true, proteins like that are, it's true. Um, it turns out that the foods that I just have always thought that I hated, don't like the taste to, are actually foods with all the same kind of properties as garlic. So I wonder if my body just doesn't really like and can't process those foods. Like onions are the same family of foods as garlic. And I think I may have problems with, they're from the lily family. I may just have a problem with that. Believe it's also high in nitrates or nitrites. I can never remember which it is. Yeah, well, I'm one of them. Who knew, right? You learn something new every day. And yeah, so I'm. Why is that? Six. Oh, because they're selling 5 of them. Who needs 5 of those? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, I am okay with nightshades, but I'm not okay with with the lily family. I don't think. I think I know I have problems with onions. I don't do well with garlic. Garlic is my worst. And you know what? I'm Italian, so it's like growing up. But I got lucky though because my mother also gets sick from uh, garlic, so she's always cooked with no added garlic. Really? Shenzi, I haven't gone over to EU because I ended up not being able to stream this morning, but I do have you written down. Man, it's tough. I need to just sit down and do a map. Get a food sensitivity thingy done. Ask me anything. That's what AMA means. It's a Reddit phrase. It's it's just ask me anything. It means go nuts. I'll answer you if you have any questions. No problem. Hey, you've already done one. You asked me something. Hey, Ollie. I'm apologizing for it being just a shopping stream, but I need to get shopping done. This morning was short circuited beyond my control, uh, and then I passed out because I was actually really upset. Oh, I need to get one of those too. My husband's been trying to get me to go to Walgreens, but I'm scared to leave the house. I'm high risk for pneumonia, so my doctor usually gives me one too. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Oh, that's lovely of you. You're a good person. I remember one time I won one of J Hart's contests, and usually I send the money right back to him and say, "Yeah, here, you just use this for the guild. It's fine." But in this case, I didn't do that. I gave it away to who I thought did the best build and who didn't win. I was just like, "Ah, this ain't justice. This isn't right." these people, this person should have won. It was so good, and they didn't get any love. So F that. I'm handing it off. So I just gave it to the person I thought should have won. Because you know what? It's all a matter of opinion. There's nothing wrong with. Oh, thank you. There's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with him picking someone different than me, than I would have. I mean, it's just that we have different tastes. I really need to get that shot again. I am scared. I do need it. I need my flu shot. I need my pneumonia shot. I mean, right now is like the worst time for flu and pneumonia, isn't it? But I'm too scared to leave the house. Eh, I'll leave the house when it comes time for the COVID shot, and maybe I'll get them all done at the same time. I don't know if they'll let me, but I'll try. I don't know if I'm ever going to be feeling fully comfortable, at least not for a very, very long time after we're able to do this. Like after we're able to leave the house, you know? Oh my goodness, really? Ever since I got on immunosuppressants, especially, well, I guess you're not on immunosuppressants. My my doctor was very, very insistent that I got both. Yeah. Whenever I become eligible, I'll probably get all of them at the same time or something, or try anyway. They usually give me the flu and the pneumonia shot at the same time, so I don't think that part will be a problem. No, no, don't take any chances. No, I won't either. I was just talking about how I'm a garlic right now and I'm allergic to myself. Makes me sick. I wonder if something making you sick is truly allergic to it or if it's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the brightest bulb. Or maybe you're just intolerant to it. Because allergic, you have to have an allergic reaction, and I don't think it's allergic when you just get sick from it. My dad used to go to White Castle and get those burgers with the gazillion onions on them, and I used to get sick every single time. And I never knew why. I was just thought it was me overeating or something, and then I started scraping the onions off of them. Were asking for no onions, and there you go. I was fine. Onions just do not agree with me. They're very disagreeable. Yeah, it could be something weird. And it's just, I need to find that list again because if I read to you everything on it, it's like a menu of all the things that I don't even like to eat. I think there was something like pickled or vinegar foods. Oh, I can't eat them. I just can't do vinegar or pickled. I'll eat it if there's something vinegar in something. Same with onions. If they mix it in and it's in smaller amounts, I can usually get away with it. But I will know if there's garlic in something. It just, you can't hide it from me. It's because my body reacts. My brain may not know, but my body knows. So we buy a special hummus that has no garlic in it, tomato sauce that has no garlic in it. Sometimes we have to make our own stuff because otherwise, I'm like, if you want to deal with a sick wife, you can have a sick wife. But he's very understanding. A lot of food has garlic in it, believe it or not. It's just shocking how much. This is bad. I should have been up at the time of flip. Yeah, same family, Ollie. Same family. Apparently we shouldn't eat any lilies either, because they're all lilies. Which is funny, because I like lilies. I think they're pretty. Um, Sorry, somebody asked me EHT questions. And I'm not schmut. I don't know these things. No, they're asking me mathy questions, and good lord. You might as well ask me to do a maze. Or parkour. It's just as likely to happen. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. I wonder what that is. Well, there. That'll screw you up. But I guess it evens out, right? By any chance, which guilds were the two that got flipped? Ah, not Ben Karai. Ben Karai. My sister's allergic to penicillin. Almost died from it. I'm officially out of coffee. The world will end. I'll die. Oh, okay. Spices in Wayrest? Spicy life or spicy? Yeah, ask me anything. I'm boring, but you can ask me anything. Why are you a garlic? Ah, hell. Well, at least it's the first trader in Mournhole, in Wayrest, because that's the good one. Man, that sucks. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, I'd need to see it, Torber. That is a very good spot. I used to be in Black Dragon Apothecary there, and we used to get good sales. I'm surprised that Skaven wanted to be there. I guess they moved there when it stopped being so good in Rolka for some reason. You know what? I don't want these style pages showing up. They're just, no. Don't want style pages, thanks. So if you ever don't want to see 80 bajillion of something, don't forget that in an awesome guild store, you can do negatives. So just like Boolean language, you just do negative style and you won't see anything in that, with style pages. Or if you want to do, I don't want to see any opal because it doesn't sell. Oh, Lord, you crazy people. You guys are nutter butters. Jeez whiz. What's this? What's this? A rug. Close enough. What? Really? Yeah, one person builds 12K. Oh, God. The numbers are so hard to keep track of these days. The obvious being yes. don't know. I don't see Torber as a big guy. You're not a big guy, are you? You might be. I never thought about it. I always just assumed you were a little guy. You never show your face, so how would I know? Why don't you show your face, by the way? Well, who doesn't? Oh, gosh. Why is my... Oh, because my bot's not on. Why is my bot not on? Interesting. Yeah. Bye-bye is right. I'm surprised that I do not have my bot on. Do 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 ba 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 do 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 ba 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 da do 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 do. Oh. So put a little picture up or something. You could do a fake background. I'll show you. See? You could do something like this. No one can see your house. Or you could be underwater. Or you could be a firework. Oh my God, you're fine. I'm older too. I'm not some young thing. Wow, that sounded terrible. You know what? I'm only going to get older. And there's not anything we can do about it. Happy birthday! I mean, I just, most of the time I have a silly filter on, but it's not to hide myself totally. I don't like my vitiligo. I've mentioned that before. That I'm sensitive about. But, oh my goodness, look at all this affordable. Goodness. You should. And I demand that you get that pie they never gave you on Thanksgiving. That is my demand. They better get on that. They owe you a pie. Well, I mean, if you don't care about having it moving, you can just do a picture of it and stick the picture up there using window capture. There's absolutely no reason why you can't do that. That'd be simple. Did she not get you pecan pie either? Because, you know, them's fighting words. That's not cool. I live for pecan pie. Well, I live for my mother-in-law's pecan pie. Oh. Well, that's an understandable mistake. At least she did in fact get you pecan. She did in fact try. Yeah, that game though, man, I don't know if I'd have been a completionist on that game. I probably would have given it up and said, yeah, I'm just kind of done banging rocks together. It just isn't my thing. Poking animals with a stick and banging rocks together isn't really all that fascinating. I mean, I feel bad for the people who really did it. the monkeys that really did it. The apes, the whatever the hell they are. I am playing a heavily modded Skyrim, as you guys know. I got it fixed, Torber. I figured it out. I've really had to go back and fix it, but I did in fact fix it. I was very proud of myself. So let me see if I can get the screenshots for you. I was so proud of myself because I fixed both the twitching, the flickering. That was a tundra grass mod. Yeah. Yeah, I was so happy I fixed it. Steam apps, common, Skyrim, special edition, data. No, not data. Mods? No. Where are the Skyrim screenshots kept? You crazy peeps. Maybe it's kept in documents? I don't know. Anyway, I've been taking some pictures and they're just gorgeous. Nope, that's from earlier today. Baby, I'm a firework. See if it finds it. So yeah, I also had to uninstall and then fix this. Just there were so many confusing things. I do not know why the default was that ugly green, but I got the water back to being normal blue, so that was pleasing. I don't. Apparently, it was highly demanded. People really wanted a green ocean water, and a teal as well. Which really, I don't get it. Oh wow! Look at all these things. Okay. How many dryers must you have? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't fit the climate. But I guess enough people make their Skyrims look so completely different. Like, I could see it if somebody turned the land into like jungle or something. I could see that. But the way that it looks, regardless, it's just weird. The teal also does not look good. I don't understand that either. It's just a little off, you know what I mean? Something doesn't quite fit. So then they have the default, and then that one looks great. Default one is just the normal color. Oh, somebody wants to come in. Hold on. You may come in, little miss. Little Miss Jerkface. Little Miss Jerkface. boring sabbies. Go to the store. Black flags down here. I don't understand why anybody would ever want to have this particular trader. There's just some traders that I can't imagine get any attention. This one is in Clockwork Brass Citadel, which is especially weird because you know, screenshots. It is cool, but it's a DLC, which means right off the bat, people can't go unless they have the DLC, so you have that many less people playing it, being able to go there. And then you put it in a thieves' den. Oh, whoops, I gotta turn that off. Hold on. I don't have the thingy on. No potato. Turning it off. Sorry. I don't have that on. Shouldn't have lied to you all. But it did. I have removed it and punished it. It has been sacked. Oh, that's a decent profit. Have you finished the main quest yet, Torber? I really think you'd like it. And it should give you some sort of goal, you know? Well, here's the thing. Once you finish the main quest, all the way through, Cadwell sends you back to do the other two zones' starting stories. So you can just do one of the starting stories and then finish the main quest, and then he'll send you back to the other two zones for rewards. Yeah, you don't need to re-roll at all. Oh, you wouldn't need to re-roll anyway. You can just go there and start them. You're not relegated to one place at all. You can go wherever you want. Oh wait, how did I not? I'm a moron. Looking for something. There it is. Yeah, I mean, it used to be that it was story-based, that you could only stay with your own faction. But it isn't like that anymore. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Fair enough. Well, at one point she sings that we are champions, my friend. And then she gets AIDS, and it's terrible. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Awful. Awful. Awful stabby. Awful stabby. You can punish me for that one. That one was terrible. All right. Here we go. All right, so I want to show you what I've been seeing in this game. It's just been absurdly beautiful. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. It has been beautiful. How do I do this in such a way that it doesn't... Why must you be stupid? Window capture. Okay, you need to go here. No. So that's one of the screenshots. It looks less vibrant for some reason. Here's another one. That's my character. The skies are incredible. But I mainly took this picture because look at the water. See? I fixed the water! I'm so proud of me. It's blue. Dabu dee dabu die. Not green. Took me a little while, more than I care to admit, to figure out how to do that. I'm not really a super computery person. All right, go hunt and gather, sir. Go bang, poke something with a stick and bring it home for dinner. I'm gonna be honest, like whenever I see one of these maps and either I find them or I sell them, I find them or I buy them somewhere, they always go for whatever I list them for. I don't know why, but they go for pretty much anything I ask. I try not to extort anyone because that's just against my beliefs, but you practically could because people are so desperate to get those things. All right, I'll stop being a rocket. I'll be a queen. Hey, it actually matches. My crown actually matches my shirt. Queen potato. As I die. No dying. Are any of you working on homes right now? I'm kind of waiting to see what J Hart puts out. If I've missed what he's put out, I feel pretty stupid already, but I have not been on the forums today. Yeah, I suggest what you do is, I don't know if you can because you're part way through them is usually what I do is try to calculate up what I ended up making from it all. Oh, wow. You guys are on top of your game. I have not been on top of my game.
How can I help?
I started working on a couple of things, but I haven't. I kind of got stuck on them, but eventually, I'm sure they'll get done sooner or later.
How can I help you?
Tough it. You're a tough it. Oh, a terrier bone. Those sell. Just in case you're curious, the terrier bones do sell. It's kind of messed up if you think about it. They're selling bones to terriers? No, let's hold off cuz I'm shopping and I'm a selfish girl who needs to get shopping going. I'm a terrible person. I do have one done. Excuse me. I have. Oh, it's coming soon, yeah. Coming soon. Wait a minute. Did I just do that twice?
Can I help you?
No, I'm being a derp. I want to shop. I usually on the day of flip, I try to do shopping for the week. It doesn't always. I don't know yet. My guess is Green Shade. That's where they used to be. I don't know where they are now. I haven't seen them yet. Maybe they didn't get a spot, but they used to be. They usually are in Green Shade. Are they not there? They're usually in Green Shades. What's their Marbrook? Well, crap. When I see them, I will let you know. I do not know yet. I will let you know if I see him. But so far, not. Why is no one in Deshawn? That's just weird. And interestingly enough, that's a lot of switching around, Shenzi. I wonder what the deal is. Usually what happens is that there's like a domino effect. So like, but that usually only affects the biggest guilds. So when you said that Skaven and Spicy switch places, that does not surprise me because that's, the big guilds all bid on the same spots. And when one of them gets ousted from their normal spot, it's a domino effect and they all get moved down to somewhere else. Yeah, exactly. But and Feline might even, I think, be swept up in something like that. It's a big enough guild for it. But something like JPN, who, although their deals are probably better than anyone else's, they wouldn't be affected by that, I don't think. But you never know. You never know. Sometimes people are 580? Nah. It's hard to say. It depends on where they are. If I see them... Hold on, I gotta check for a purple box over here because I desperately need cosmetics. No purple box. Boo! Oh, I got my glowy thing today. My glowy pet rock. I probably won't end up getting the skins, but I'm okay with that. I don't think there'll be enough days for me to get 10 tickets for the skins. Because I'm only earning 2 a day because I refuse to go to IC. Because IC scares me. Oh, and I already passed them then, huh? Well, thank you for the information. JPN is apparently in Clockwork. And I passed them and didn't realize. It did not sink in. What have we in here? Oh, yay! Rolling pins. Well, at least there's something I can use. I'm looking for cosmetics, though. Cosmetics, please. Needs them. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, that probably people who are as insane as me do as soon as the traders all flip and fill out. I used to do that. I don't care anymore. Sorry, I'm so sleepy. Oh, here's a weird one. It may slow down my connection, but there's this weird sea anemone one that's just very odd. Anemone. My husband's like, why do you keep doing this? You don't have to keep making money, so why do you keep doing it? I'm like, because I have to keep my guilds funded. I mean, it's not just... Ooh, mine. Yoink. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Well, I don't know. Take a bone. You want a bone? Take some legs too. Yeah, mine used to be just amazing, but after using it for so long, I just gave up. I was like, I'm done. I don't need to do any more of this. Ankle biters. They are good peoples, so I don't mind them being here. Who got spicy? These immoral gamers people, like, how do they have this kind of money? Like, I don't know how they have the money to kick out people from Mournhold multiple weeks in a row. I think they kicked out, what is it? Walmart the other week. I don't get it. Like, I don't know how they're managing it. You would think that some of these guilds wouldn't have the money to continue, you know, to sustain a... Oh, wow. It's a whole 7 of them. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like they may be targeting spicy, which I do know a couple of people who would do that because certain people are assholes and, target J Hart. Some people just don't, for some reason, some people like take an instant dislike to some other people. Um, J Hart and I are separate people, but we with different personalities. But we both rub some people the wrong way for no apparent reason. Not because of any interaction we've had, but just because of how we present and who we are. And I think some people sometimes uh, go after particular guilds just because they don't like the GM for whatever reason. And I will never be a GM again because it's too easy to get uh, almost exiled or attacked because somebody doesn't like you. And believe me, lots of people don't like me. So I don't need that anxiety of knowing that 500 people can't get their trader because somebody doesn't like me. You know what I mean? I'd rather just be responsible for myself and not feel bad about it if I can't get a trader. That's just how I roll. Or down a hill. That's how I roll. East March. And I mean, I know of one person who has quote unquote reasons for disliking J Hart, but they're not reasons that I actually think are true, good reasons. But all of the rest are just like, I don't like who he is or how he acts or whatever. And it's like, because he's a little nerdy and he's goofy and he's fun. Well, shit. I mean, that's a lot of us. That's certainly me. So I tick some people off just by being me, and I'm not gonna change for somebody else. And neither should he, because he's a lot of fun the way he is. He's a good person. Be who you are and embrace it. I like the fact that he doesn't apologize for being the way that he is. He embraces it. He puts on the moo hat. No shame. I mean, you guys know how goofy I am, so the fact that he puts the moo hat on just amuses the hell out of me. It's like, good for you, man. Put on the moo hat. J Hart, you don't need to put on the moo hat. Horrible. Okay, just ignore me. Speaking of just ignoring me, has Twitch become twitchy? Is that what's going on? I'm a little scared now. Because it got quiet. Oh, good. I'm trying to figure out, like, what game people would want to watch me playing, because, I mean, I can't just play this. There has to be some sort of other, let me go back to what it was. Like, here. This one might be a little appropriate. Because, I mean, eventually people are not going to just want to watch ESO all the time, I guess, is my thought. I think I was already here, and I think I forgot that I was already here. Not the brightest bulb in the box, folks. Not the brightest bulb. I'm orange now. Look at me.
How can I help you?
I'm suspicious. Ooh, Purdy Mirror. Purdy Mirror. Don't know where I put you, but you're pretty. I can buy you, though. I could use you in one of my builds.
I've got
So, let's talk about add-ons. While we're doing this. Advanced Filters is bugging out for me again. It was working fine, but for some reason with Daily Writs, it has been freaking the hell out. When Daily Writs tries to pull stuff out of my bank, it flips out to the point where I had to reload UI today because it was stuck.
Much more rustic.
So that was a bummer.
Can I help you?
Serenity's Haven. Oh, another doggy bone. Doggy bone! Ooh. You're overpriced. Pretty though. I must be so cold in this outfit. I'm wearing like a sarong and a bra top in East March. Classy. Mucho classy ass. So yes, that is giving me issues, but I hate getting rid of it because I like being able to sort by type of gear that I have on me. You know, see how many shoes that are light armor on me. There's no way to do that without it. So that's a big deal to me. Anyone want a swamp jelly luring flute? I am very add-oned. I also have Autobanker because I always forget to put money in the bank, to put writs and intricates. Oh yeah, but that's what they do. That's their job. So I have it so that it will automatically put all but 1,000 gold on all of my alts into the bank. I find it to be very convenient. It does the thinking for me. An Equina. Is that a grooming item? Yes. Excuse me, sir. I'm going to roguish drought here. Draft. Yeah. All but 1,000 on all my alts. My main, though, always carries up to 1 million. So I'm just telling you, I'm the person to rob. If you need some money, I usually carry up to 1 million on me. Because you never know when you're going to buy something crazy. Also, it deposits my PvP points in there, which I'm not really sure the goal of. Like, I don't know why I'm putting them in the bank, and I've never thought to use them. I don't know what I'd use them for. I don't get that many. But the ones I do get are usually from the dailies, like the daily rewards. Oh, I was going to eat that. I'm going to eat you. Nom nom. Exactly. Exactly. But
Good to see you.
sometimes you just want to click really fast and get something before somebody else buys it. Like, I don't know. There was an ethereal dust a couple minutes ago that I snapped up. If I had been a couple of seconds late, it's possible that I wouldn't have gotten it. Khajiit divider. This is how you divide your Khajiits. Also, it's not enough of a profit. All right, what's the next one? We'll talk about. Oh, AGS. Awesome Guild Store. Don't leave home without it. Honestly. Best thing ever. I was reluctant to install it at first. So I know that everyone else probably is. Whenever anyone's saying that thing, I don't know. Oh, I know. That's so sad when they do that. But good for us. But, you know, when I first was told about it, I was like, I don't need that. Oh boy, was I wrong. And it's easy to tell people. It's like telling people not to go to law school. Don't become a lawyer. Trust me. It's awful. And they're like, it'd be fine for me. Same thing with AGS. You need to use AGS. I'm okay without it. You just don't know how wrong you are. Some people have had bad experiences in the past with like a laggy version or a problematic version, but they're on top of it, and Siri's a really good coder, so that's always good. I just can't stress enough how we all should be using it. Hello, Orphans of Pain. Me too. You could probably guess. Oh, wow. 35 gold apiece. I'm sorry, bro. You messed up. You forgot a 0, I think. Chucky G. Chucky D. Alright. Nobody in Gold Coast. Alright. We'll go to Broadwood and then we'll port to Gold Coast. But obviously a huge add-on fan. A lot of people feel like it's cheating. It's not cheating. And then Banker Shut Up. Banker Shut Up was like a dream come true for me. You know, if you have a lot of transactions to do with the banker, let's say in Craglorn, you need to look at each shop, you need to exit out of the banker, and she goes, you know, she says the same damn thing every single time. I even forget what it is. It's been so long. It's like, things are rough in Craglorn right now, or something like that. And you listen to it over and over and over. Well, this one actually shuts the bankers up. So you literally do not need to hear them. Please don't explode the pillow in the dryer. It's called Banker Shut Up. And it mutes just the banker when you speak to them. No one else, just the banker. Because that's all I needed it to do. And it makes me happy. I don't have to listen to them say the same phrase over and over. Obviously, it annoyed somebody else as much as it annoyed me. So there you go. 24 Raven Pie. All right. I also use Bug Catcher, which stops all those things that pop up telling you what errors there are. Because there are some add-ons that still work, but will throw out errors no matter what you do. That is the kind that I will keep, and so it's annoying, and you just need to have something suppress the errors. Do 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 do. Oh, wait. What are you doing being all 45% too expensive? Okay. ETU, what do you want? You want some blueprints? Here's some blueprints. Not that one. No, there's only 1,000 gold. Well, maybe. I have 2 Morag tongs. I'm so OCD about the way that I do my listings. I don't like 2 of the same motif being up. Don't ask me why. Oh yeah, totally. And honestly, that's what I was doing with Skyrim too. Is I'm like, no, I need an add-on for this. I need an add-on for this. No, I want my lights to last forever. I have no patience for getting new torches every friggin' 5 minutes. That's not fun. I need it. The same style. So like, if I don't like having 2 Morag Tong motifs up at the same time. I'll pop one down. It's just a weird quirk. We all have stupid rules, right? There's always some stupid rule that I'm following. Nothing there. Anything there? No. All right. Go into the portal. I have... I mean, they're silly. Yes, true. But I also don't... I mean, that's probably sensible. Don't ask me why. I just am weird. I have rules. They must be followed. They're not good rules. Lately, though, I've been running out of inventory so often. It's ridiculous. And I don't understand it because nobody's shopping right now. Talvodin. Alright, do you have your little... No, okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing with these little side jaunts, I'm trying to see if anybody has any thieves' troves, because I need the shipments. Ooh, nom. Nom. I buy you, I buy you. Oh, really? Which add-on is that? I need that add-on. I have Craft Store, but the whole purpose I have Craft Store for is so I know whether, like, which of these items I see I know on all the other characters. So, like, if I find a green recipe, I'll shoot it over to one of my alts that doesn't know it. I would love that. Thank you. I'm glad we're talking about this then. Give me your staves. And your daggers. I'll take those. That's good enough. Craft Store has so many other purposes, and it's a heavy program. But I only use it for the one purpose of knowing which characters of mine know which things. Like, you know, if I already know this thing or not, right? That's all I care about. And yet, it's got so many other purposes. I feel guilty about that, but I don't craft enough to really make it worthwhile otherwise. Ooh, blue. Doll. Hello, Nestarish. What's up? I'm doing a shopping thing. I would be shopping anyway, so I figured I'd chat. However, I am stealing things right now, but we'll just ignore that. Toy ballista. What are you trying to teach your children with these war toys? I see how it is. We're gonna just throw some things up real quick. If there's anything missing. Offered items. Cool. Thank you. I will do that. I will add it. That is so cool. There have been times where I could have killed for that because like sometimes I'll have 3 of something already listed on different traders, but I don't remember that. So it's nice to have something that would track that for me. Why are all of my repair kits suddenly worth less? Jerks. Do not undervalue my repair kits, please. Jerk feet. Horrible, horrible people undervaluing my repair kits. Yeah, that sounds like it would be very, very handy. Looking forward to trying that out. 25, not 23. Don't you, don't put up a wrong number of things. No. Wait, what? I'm confused. That switched shops for some reason. All right. I'm not the brightest lately. Now, I haven't made Dubious for sale in quite some time because of the fact that it is so expensive to make. It's almost not worth it. The margins are too thin for me. But for whatever reason, this person was selling them for ridiculously low, so allowing me to make some money off of it. Why not, right? Out of their sales mistake. Okay. And then I just need to put up one more set of this. Wait. I know I have them. There we go. What? No. Why do you keep changing stores on me, you big idiot? I really do not understand its desire to keep changing stores on me. And breaking. Fine, forget you. We'll go somewhere else. I have to admit, Gold Coast is some of my favorite area. It's beautiful. It really reminds me so much of Italy and Rome. It's just got so much going for it. I don't know how to get rid of this twitch guru guy thing. Hold on. Why are you being full screen? I don't want you to be full screen. There we go. Perfect.
At your service.
Another bone. Bones for days. I wonder if you're going to be able to make doggies after this season's over. Alright. I need... Now I really do need rotwood. Alright. Loading, loading, all the time we're loading. Okay. Next add-on. What we're going to talk about. Oh, so well, you all by now know about Lazy Writ. I mean, if you don't, I don't know where your head's been. Under a rock, maybe. But not to make fun of you. But Lazy Writ Crafter is a, if you don't know, is an add-on that you use to basically do your writs for you every day. You just pick up the writs from the sign and you go and you do them, right? Good. I'm glad I waited until I saw this one for this price instead of for the ridiculous price. And it does not, however, you can get things that deal with it, but it does not actually do the alchemy and provisioning for you. Now, I asked Dolgibon, who's the author, why he did that. I'm like, really? You couldn't have taken the 2 seconds to do that. He's like, I'm lazy. He's like, it's right there in the name. I'm like, okay, I gotta give you that one. So I was like, what do you suggest? And he said, well, there's those 2 add-ons. He said there's daily writ and daily provisioning. Now, here's what you can do. Yeah, okay. That's where I was going with that. You can pre-stock them now, which is original thinking. He did suggest that you could just make a ton of them, stick them in the bank, and then it pulls it out of the bank for you, right? So that is convenient. But if you're like me and you're just gonna groove along and make them as you need them, daily provisioning and daily alchemy are your friends. They do the same thing as Lazy Writ for those 2 types of things. So it's for provisioning and alchemy. It does it for you. So if you have... Wow, that's a lot of those. Whoever needs that many? If you like to do it the way I do it, just as I go along. Don't ask me why I do, but I do. I think because it would annoy me to not have any and not have the add-on to make them as I go. I'm just a butt. I don't know. But yeah, so you can handle it one of 2 ways. You could pre-stock, or you could get these 2 little add-ons that do exactly what they say they do. Good to know. I don't do master writs, so I'm probably missing out on a lot of money. It's just not something I think about. Oh, hubby's home with the more coffee to put in his wife so that his wife does not kill anyone. Because I'm a murderer. Oh, time to... I'm like you know those commercials where like somebody turns into a diva? Yeah, that's me. That's me. I turn into a diva if I don't get my, instead of Snickers, my coffee. Oh, stop my coffee. Ooh, cheapo. El Cheapo. You are also El Cheapo. Thank you. So the goal is to get enough for the week, but that never counts. It never works. It used to work, but now I just get enough items for usually 2 or 3 days, and then I have to go through it all again. It sucks. Excuse me, I'm yawny. Okay. Yeah, it's been that way since Christmas, the New Life event. It started like the economy was like crazy and crazy good. I'm not complaining about it. And then now, even with prices coming down on certain things like Ritz are going down in price, you still have and certain mats are coming down in price. Okay, make more noise. See if I care. It's still things are still selling like crazy, even though it's coming down in price. That's a good thing. I think we all, like, everybody does better when it... I'm sorry. Excuse me. Everybody does better, I think, when the prices are more fair, but things are selling like crazy. Alright, that's good. Now we're off to green shade. Ow, my finger hurts. Everything hurts. Everything hurts, says the stabby. I don't want to use all my new ones. There's some new ones that are really cool. But I'll do this one because it's creepy. Creepy! They say this is... They call this nostalgic. I don't see what's nostalgic about red eyes. I mean, maybe your history has the nostalgia of red eyes, but mine doesn't. Very strange. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But it's like, really? This is nostalgic? Really? This is nostalgic? My New Yorker is coming out. Oh, maybe. Maybe it is. You got a point. 475. Oh my goodness, I have no monies. Take out another million. $1 million, miss, not 10 million. Thoraxes sell slowly, but they do in fact sell. So there's that. I don't like scamps, so I never bothered to learn that. It's, you know, the fact that we had that economy bump was really difficult because it's still affecting prices till now, because as prices are coming down, look, for example, this is suggesting that this should be 7,300 gold, this alchemy writ. It really shouldn't. You won't sell it at that price. The prices are coming down. So I think that TTC is probably closer to right at almost 5 grand. I mean, it's a small difference, but it may make the difference between someone buying it and someone not. So just a thought is, you know, it's something to keep in mind that all the prices are pretty much coming down. So what you're being recommended may not be accurate or right or good Also, I'm very surprised that nobody wants my Tavani paintings. I have those for sale too, and then for some reason, no one wants them. It's very strange. Oh, let's talk about add-ons. Let's talk about add-ons, baby. DecoTrack. DecoTrack's easy. DecoTrack is part of EHT. What it does is it keeps track of where all your decorations are in all of your homes and lets you search them. Yeah, they're going to spike again, but they always do. So that is good advice. And when they did spike, I always got higher than what TTC said as well. I took the price and I did really well with it. It makes absolutely no sense to me that the price is more than the TTC price. It seems like TTC is always lower, which makes no sense because that's the listing price. If anything, you'd think that they'd be either the same or the listing price would be more because people asking for more than they could actually get. It's counting the ones that didn't sell. You would think that it would balance out, but because it comes from two different sources, namely it comes from your own guilds versus all of the guilds in the game data. I guess that's why there's that discrepancy, but it's still very strange to me that that's an issue. But it is. Go figure. I don't know if I sold any. Oh, don't need to sell anything. I can just list stuff. All right, let's put 10 bones up. Them bones, then 10 bones. Oh yeah, I was making crazy money during that too. Same thing. I felt really kind of bad about it, but kind of not. I was like, oh, this is so bad of me, but kind of not. Oh, Lord. Then we have display leads. Display leads is great for antiquities. Here's my display leads. It shows you what I can still get. It will, you can hotkey it like this, but let's say missing codex entries in green shade, right? Well, here you go. Here's all the ones that I need to get entries for, right? So it kind of, it's a really helpful add-on, and you should get it. Hold on a second. I must claim my coffee. Has the coffee arrived, dear?
Hello.
Has the coffee arrived, dear? Coffee has arrived?
Yes, it is in the fridge.
Oh.
Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll go earlier, and you won't have to get the twice as less than 24 hours.
You work, though.
It's true. Sometimes I do.
All right, I'm back. There is coffee, but I'm going to hoard it for tomorrow morning. Because there's only one. It's very, very sad. I don't know anything about these guilds. I'd be curious to know more about guilds. I miss knowing who the GM is in a guild. I miss knowing, I know the reasoning for allowing us to have more than one guild, and it makes sense given the the selling system that they have. But I really miss having like a normal, you pick one guild and you're loyal to that guild and it means something to you. You know what I mean? It mattered. And now it's like I don't feel the same warm fuzzies as I did with, you identified as, or I am a member of X guild, the Unicorn Guild or whatever. And you start to feel part of it, like part of a family, you're part of something. This guild has this game has completely eliminated that. And it bums me out because it's just not the same. I really wish it didn't do that. I wish we had a better system. It really made guilds matter less. What? You can come in. Yes. You can come in. Yes, you can come in. What's wrong? This is the yowling he does now. Oh, Hey, I see you. Don't attack him. Leave him alone. Here, kill this. Kill this and... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to throw a pen at you. I meant to throw that at you. Kill that instead. Leave him alone. Distract yourself with toys. There you go. Kill my bookmark. Don't kill your roommate. She came chasing him in. No wonder he's crying. You're a problem child, you know that? Why can't you leave him alone? He's old. He's almost 16. You're little. Leave him alone. Go play with your toys. Why are you a horrible kitty who's so mean? I know. She's so mean to him. He doesn't want to play. He's like, leave me alone. Mama. So, I did distract her easily, though. I just gave her my bookmark, and she's playing with that.
You're not just saying it because I stuck around for the hot.
Because, no attention span. That's the good part about her, is she's easy to distract. Sometimes in the mornings I have to lock her out when Van Gogh's in here so that he gets a break from her. Poor guy. Princely Dawnlight. Who is Olaf the Terrible? I don't know. You're insane. You're insane. Can someone give me a new cat? I'll trade you Sherry for a less insane one. I do like her though. Even though she's a problem, I do like her. She is usually sweet. She's not cuddly, but she's adorable. Are you gonna... So this is what I was letting her play with. This is my bookworm. My bookworm. It's a bookmark that looks like a worm. Because it's a bookworm. Now she's trying to kill it, which is fine. Anything to get her to leave him alone. Alright, next add-ons. We talked about Lazy Writ. Dressing room. Dressing room helps me switch between my set for fighting and my set for farming. I have two different. If you are interested in setting up different sets of clothing, I've tried many different ones. Dressing room to me seems to be the easiest for me to understand. Um, for example, if I open, you can connect it to whatever command you want, but I attached it to skill points. Um, if you go to skill points for me, this is my fighting set. That set doesn't exist anymore. And this is my run very fast set, or run very fast set, fighting set rather. I think it's a really good, easy to use, easy to customize, and it's never failed me. It always works right. It works the way I expect it to. So I really like it. I think it's a good add-on. Personally, I think it's a good add-on. So if you're looking for something for sets, there's others. Some of them are very, very, very complicated and require hotkeys. I'd rather press the extra button so I don't have to remember, 100 different hotkeys. All I have to remember is open skills and then press whichever button I want. I don't want to do it by hotkey. It's just too confusing. There's too much going on. That's mainly the reason why I went with the one that I went with. Just my recommendation. I could buy these shells and make a little profit, but it's such a small profit, it might not be worth it. The next one is, we could talk about dues paid, which I did talk about and I love. Dues paid is all that it is. You pick a day a week and it gives you a notification that you need to pay your dues, and it won't go away until you click it to say that you've paid them. It's as simple as that. Mine went off earlier today, so I paid all my dues. So now I don't have to think about it. Now I don't have to say, oh shit, did I buy tickets this week? Did I pay my dues this week? I can't remember. I used to write it down on a piece of paper, but now I don't even have to think about that. I just have it pop open, and there you go. You take care of it and don't have to think about it again, which is very much worth it. Good Lord, look at all these things.
How may I serve?
Sweet emotions. Nope, nothing here for me. Okay. Then the one after that is Easy Travel. Easy Travel is my preferred traveling add-on. A lot of people like Beam Me Up, but there's two reasons why I prefer Easy Travel. Easy Travel lets me do /TP. It's very easy for me to remember /TP, teleport, because having gamed since I was 16 on MUDs, the teleport spell was something that I grew up with, and it's very logical to me, and it's stuck in my head. /BME does not do it for me. Plus, they make you go into the map and deal with it that way, I believe, on Beam Me Up. Whereas, I never look at the map with it. What I would do is, hold on a second, I'm going to move this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. What I do is /TP MAL is for Malabator. That's it. I just remember the first little bit of where I want to go, and it takes me there. So I don't go and open the map. I just do this. I just do the slash TP and then whatever the place name is. And I find that that's much more, it's quicker and it's easier for me to remember, which is really the big question. You know, it's funny as I go through these with you guys and I'm telling you about it, I realize how many of my things are here and that I use because I have no memory anymore, that my memory is shot. And that's kind of sad now that I think about it. Too many things to remember. Silver legs. Silver legs. Mm-mm. The next one is Master Recipe List and Master Recipe List alt format. When I say I use Master Recipe List, it works like the way that Craft Store does, but for regular recipes. So Craft Store will tell you, for example, which motifs you have on which characters. So you see here it can be researched by, and it has all those names. It does not have the check mark next to it, which means that I don't still need to learn it on this character. I don't care about my other characters getting motifs, but to know what I have is very convenient. That's how Craft Store works. Now, see this with the says on the bottom known by, and it has the blue and then the red. That is Master Recipe List. That keeps track of which characters of mine know everything else other than motifs. So like recipes or designs or schematics or whatever. It's a really convenient way of seeing what characters know what. So that's why I use that one. I don't know if you guys use those, but I do. Oh, I do not want the Jester Scintillator. Does anyone ever really want the Jester Scintillator? The next one I use, obviously, is EHT. We won't talk about that. FCO Item Saver. FCO Item Saver can work with it can work with other add-ons to do some pretty neat things. But the main reason why I use it is this. You will see on these items, you see this little marker? That means that I'm going to use these for research on one of my characters. I don't want to be able to decon these because I'm going to use them to research with. If I get an item that I meant to, and like this needs to go in my bag because it's I don't know why it's sitting out there. But let's say I was going to sell this. I could mark it with sell instead of research, and that way I know what my intentions were for it, right? It's that kind of a thing. It lets you remind yourself and lock things in a way that shows you what you intend to do with it. Like this one, I probably want to mark for selling. So this won't let me, it won't destroy it. You know, it puts a marker on it saying, okay, you're not going to destroy this. And then it literally does not let you. The other thing is for junk. For example, I have, see these supple roots are locked? That means that although I can use them for a quest line, which is what I'm going to do, I can't just automatically sell them as junk because I know that they're for the crows. So I don't want I don't want to sell those by accident. So it'll give me a little, it lets you, in short, it lets you lock everything instead of just gear. You can lock everything so you don't end up giving it away. Oh, that sounds yummy. My husband and I decided we're doing leftovers. Now there is an add-on that works with FCO that lets you indicate which things you want to go in the bank, which things you want to destroy, etc., etc. And all you need to do for that is, I never bothered setting it up. It seemed like too much work to automate for me. But if you're into that kind of thing, it can automate almost anything for you if you use it together with the other add-on. I know this is probably boring, but so is shopping. So there you go. At least I'm here. $44 listings. I'm not gonna take a chance with that. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Furniture catalog I've talked about at length before. Hi! Furniture catalog is fantastic because what it does is when you mouse over some furniture, it'll tell you where you can get it. And that is, I'm not going to buy any more Dark Brotherhood. I have plenty of Dark Brotherhood. Is especially nice because sometimes people sell things from areas that you perhaps don't. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Here's a structural item. This is something that you can make. So it says craftable, right? It tells you it's craftable rather than whatever else it would say. But if you were to look at, do I have any furniture in my inventory? Something that's not craftable. It will tell you, oh, don't worry about it. You're fine. See on the bottom, the thing that says that how many things I have, that's DecoTrack telling me I have one of those in my inventory. I have one of those in Stay Moist Mansion. So it's that kind of thing. Oh, I want one of these. I don't know where I'd put it, but I want one. Sooner or later. It's nice to see you, Ari. But you've been busy with the event. The event is right up your alley too, because you're doing stuff for PvP, which is perfect. Speaking of, does anyone know what the result was? I actually did not see who won. Not that it matters, but what the groundhog did. Anyone know? Not that it matters, because it's not real. But out of curiosity. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you got that. Dubious? No. Okay, we'll list ourselves some dubs, yes. I guess no one knows. I can go look. 6 more weeks? That's about right. Makes more sense. Why would anything be good? Why would anything be good? Excuse me while I clear my cache here. Furniture catalog is fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's great because it tells you where something is sold for how much. Here's a good example. This is the spool of thread. It tells you that Xanotharin in Hollow City, which is the Luxon vendor, sold them when it sold them and for how much. So originally. So you can see what items you can buy. This is not craftable, so it says, where do you get these? From automatons on Vardenfell. Or, frankly, that's not up to date because anything in the dwarven towns are good for that too. Oh, wow. Wow, that's some money there. Excuse me. Please don't get me guard. Hold on. Excuse me while I clear my bounty so you don't see me. I just made about 2 million right there. By just checking something on my way out. Seriously, that's kind of amazing. Wowzers. Let's see if I can do it again, shall we? Whenever I'm in Murkmire, it's really hard for me to resist doing a run through the bank and the crafting area to see if I can get a plan or not. It's just so tempting. I can't help but do it. And then, you know, you get like 1 million. And it's wonderful. See, it won't let me destroy this if I tried. It says FCO, deconstruction not allowed. So that's exactly what I was just telling you guys about. That's how it works. So I don't mess up and destroy something I meant to sell. Then we're in here. Hey, it worked, didn't it? So for woodworking, see that where it says raw 422 items, refined 896? So that tells me exactly what I have in my bank, or on me rather. It tells you whatever you own generally. So it's a good way to know, like, for example, if I went and decided that I needed to go do some surveys, well, how many do I have of these? Let me look. Okay, I have 300. So it's just very convenient for memory's sake. I really do like the convenience of it. So I guess I do use 2 things from Craft Store. You make fun of me, but I made like 2 million right there. I mean, you can make fun of me all you want if it means that I make 2 million every single time I click on something, you know. Mock, mock, mock. Mock away. All right. Hold on. I have to really force myself to go do the Thieves' Den in Murkmire because it is such a pain in the ass. I don't really care for the Murkmire Thieves' Den. And I'm going the wrong way for it too, which isn't really going to help. I left the wrong side. So it's just annoying because not only is it not in a convenient part of town in Murkmire, it also requires swimming to get to. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. So I feel bad for the traders who get this one. I almost wish that they would leave it like no one would get this one to kind of send a point. You go ahead. It's just annoying. It's like, who decided this? This is a terrible idea. That I have to swim to get to the Thieves' Den. Well, I can't blame you. Wait. And here we are. Fence. Fence! Give me my very expensive plan. 2.4 million. Jesus. Solo players. You could have done better somewhere. Anywhere, dude. But I will buy your outlaw shoulders from you. If I can. And it doesn't lag out. And then the banker. Oh no, this is the fence too. Never mind. Yeah, but the other door's nowhere near anything, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, so after Murkmire comes Northern Elsewhere. Northern Elsewhere. I'm going to use this one for Ula Kapala, but I thought that I'd give you guys a preview of me as a gecko. I'm a gecko. Maybe. It just seems annoying to me. If I'm in a hurry, it's the last place I want to go.
There are many here.
Ula always gets so happy when I have a weird one. I don't know why anyone wants a skull cap for 500,000 gold, because the skull caps are ugly and we have ones like it. I don't get it. Well, that's pretty dumb because we were never a PvP game. I mean, not a world PvP game. They clearly did not understand. Maybe that was the intention at one point, but I wouldn't play that game. So personally, I think Zos made the right choice by not allowing them to hunt people with bounties. Can I please buy this? Okay, thanks. Lag. I don't like that idea at all. That sounds terrible. I'm deeply glad they didn't go with that. Awful. Yeah. I do this like this little pot. ESO has a lot going for it. But I'll tell you, after I logged out, I played... Oh, that's only 132 gold? No way. I played Skyrim a little bit, trying to get the character a little bit better and me a little more familiar with how to play. Oh, the lizard? Yes. I'm a gecko. Or something. It's a new one. I had to. I guess it is kind of funny, isn't it? I hadn't really looked at it too hard. Ah! Whatever I am, my... Oh, yeah, it is a bearded dragon. You're right. It does say bearded dragon. And his little beard pops up when I open my mouth. I guess I'm goofy. I hadn't really thought about it, but yes, it is pretty goofy, isn't it? No shame. Really, nothing's selling right now. Everything was flying off the shelves before. Is everybody PvPing or is everyone asleep? That's what I want to know. Oh well. Yeah, you're probably right. Get out of Zero, you Zero people. Or IC. There's a bunch in IC. Oh yeah, look at that. Get out of Zero. Go shopping. Buy my product. I have not been buying as much fish as I normally do. I do, in fact, usually buy a lot of fish, but for my longfin fish meal thingies, but I haven't been doing it because uh, the price has gone up enough that or it doesn't make sense financially if you do the math because of the price changes of different things. So I kind of gave up on food for the moment. I do it filleted already. I just need the filleted fish. I don't care about the...
You wish to learn thievery from the best.
Thanks. Yeah, I use the raw cut fish. I shouldn't say raw. Cut fish. Because I'm making it into food. So it doesn't matter to me whether or not it's cut or not. So I'd rather get the cheaper value. Oh, no, don't. What I was saying is I'm not making it anymore. I've been making it because of the price of the other materials, like other, what, 165? No. But thank you, I appreciate the thought. All right, what comes after this? Reapers? Reapers. It would be better if I could smile with this guy. I can't smile with this lizard. All I can do is just open my mouth, blink. That's actually me blinking. And that's it. That's all I can do. It's very sad. I guess it's a letdown, but they didn't make him very expressive. I guess lizards aren't very expressive, just in general. Oh, thank you.
What can I do for you?
Well, that sounds awesome because I probably will get back into doing food again. And I don't fish personally, so eventually I'll hit it up. Yeah, Somerset. It's the only place you can get them. Clams. Clams! There's too many Welkanar, man. Yeah, let me show you. There are, I believe, 94, 99 clam nodes. Here are some of them. They're all along the coast. Those are clams that I have found personally. So if you just go along the left coast, all the way up, and then also, actually either coast is fine. Here's a whole bunch down the right coast. So you'd probably be fine starting at Silverwood, going to the beach and working on your way down. But it's up to you. That's Harvest Map, by the way, that I was just showing you. Keeps track of nodes and where they are as you find them. Yeah, it's truth. The other nice thing about those runs, Torber, is notice what else is there? There's just as many, pretty much, chests. There's a chest there, too. As there are clams. There's so many chests along the coast in between the clams that it's a great way to make money because the gear that you get out of it, you can crunch up and get the style mats from, which sell for a lot. So that's another way to make a lot of money. As I used to do those runs all the time. People buy the clan goop, they buy the pearls that come out of it, they buy all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's a really good way to make money, honestly. So, I think. Plus, it's fun. I think, anyway. Maybe some of you wouldn't think so, but I think it's fun. All right. Time to go back to Reapers real quick. No, just have access. Get on the beach and run. Go all along the coast. You do not need any quest at all. You will hear people say, and it is true, that you get clam gall and whatnot from the, what are those things called? Essentially the dolmens there, the geysers. It is true, but there's no need because you can just do the runs along the beach and get and access to it. Access to the pearl goop. Okay, make some soup. Go running around. Have some fun. Oh, this is exhausting. It takes hours to do. Of course. I play this game too much. Hello. No, I do, Bode. I've done a lot of steely in my time. I've done a lot of farming. And so I was just giving some clam advice. Because, you know, clams. Clams? I think, honestly, between that and Elsewhere Sand, those are probably the two most profitable style mats right now. And of course, well, we won't go into that.
What can I do for you?
There's more to it, but I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I use, of course, I use Harvest Map. So I have them pretty well set up, depending on where you go. I just like to run both shores all the way up to the top and hit them both. You know, it's just how I roll. You can, that probably shows you where all of them could spawn. So his resources, Benevolence resources, probably better than mine, but I think if you just keep a sharp eye out, you're okay. Yeah. I think they said At one point, there's 94 or 99, somewhere in there, clam spawn points, nodes. And they were talking about how some people were complaining that it wasn't enough because people used to just farm it in constantly because they were worth so much. But nobody really, I mean, it's still hunted, but not as much as it used to be. Yeah, they really are hunted a lot. I'm surprised that they only have clams there. If nothing else, I would have expected them to have some clams in uh, what's it called? Where is that friggin' place? Excuse me. In Artaeum. I don't understand why there aren't. I guess because there's no enemies in Artaeum, so it'd be too easy to get the clams. But it would have been nice to at least have a second place that you can get the clams from. Or add some to Arden, let people have a shot at them there. I don't know, maybe I'm just being annoying. Artaeum is an underrated site, too, for farming. There's a lot you can get there when you consider that there's no enemies. You can just run around and take what you want. Overpriced. Otherwise, I would have bought you. So, yeah. Whee! Down we go. Sometimes it's just more convenient to drive than go back up and take the way shrine. Words are hard. The other nice thing about farming in Somerset is there's an awful lot of Psijic portals there. Now, that won't matter for Torber because he doesn't have the quest lines done. But if you got the quest line done up into the part where you're at the Psijic College or the Psijic area and you're learning that skill, you can start looking for Psijic portals and you can pull things out of them. So, and there's a ton of them on Somerset, but there's also a lot of them, interestingly, on Vardenfell. I feel like there's more on Vardenfell than in other areas. I'm not sure if they considered it more magical or what, but, I mean, I've talked to other people, too, and they seem to agree with me that Vardenfell has a lot of Psijic portals compared to other zones other than Somerset. So, who knows? Maybe they said something about it at some point, but I haven't read every single Natchpote ever. I didn't play, actually, for that long. I mean, I've only been playing... I honestly don't know how many years it is now. I guess I could tell by how many cakes I have. Hold on. Since 2018. That's a good way to tell. You know what? It's actually 2017 because what happened was, I think, is that I ended up starting right after Jubilee, I think, in April. I think Jubilee is in April. And I think I started right after the anniversary. Yeah. So I think that's what happened. Yep. I wish I had gotten the cake for that year, but live and learn. Hell, for all I know, Jubilee was going on at that point. I was such a noob that I wouldn't have known. I wasn't even in a guild for the first month because I couldn't figure anything out. I was such a noob. It was so cute. The first time I sold, what was it, 10K in a guild? I was like losing my mind, telling my friends how excited I was. And then when I made 100K in a guild, oh, forget it. Over a week, I mean. I'm not talking about in a day. I'm talking about in a week. And I was so excited about it. It's funny where we all start. And then we get to a place where we're like, really? I was excited about that? Whatever. You take your joy where you can get it, right? Even if it's silly. All right. Let's be silly looking. I was already garlic. I'll be an ice cream cone. With arms. Wiggly arms. All right. Add-ons. Let's not go into that one because I don't really understand it as well as I should. Harvest map, we've been talking about. Harvest map shows, it records your nodes. However, there is a way to get, really, I can't pass this up. There is a way to get a map downloadable that will let you import all the nodes into your computer, so you don't have to find them. They'll all just be there. That is not something that I've ever done because I kind of, oh my god, you guys, do you know what you're doing? You're killing me here. What, why? I feel so sorry for you. Oh my god. This is insanity. Show me more. That is Nutter Butters. See you later, Benevolent. Give me more. Give me more! Time is money, friend. It's a thing you can do, but it's not something that I want to do because I'm like, meh, I'll find them on my own. No big deal. Sooner or later, I'll find them. I like the exploration aspect. Ooh. Well, that's good to know. I do have that problem sometimes, even with me having found things. For some reason, it has some phantom stuff. I'm not really sure why, but whatever. Is the heavy sack here? No. I can never see that heavy sack. Heavy sack! You have a heavy sack. Alright, what else do we have? Idle animations. Idle animations is silly. What it does is you can pick a theme, something like, you know, happy or whatever, and it'll pick emotes, and it'll make you do emotes if you've been standing still for a certain amount of time. So we'll do, I might even not have them on my character. idle time. So I gotta be enabled. So turn it on, and then you can do different profiles. You can do an adventurer profile, you can do athlete profile, you can do bard profile, all of these. And you can just pick one of them. And let's say I'm a bard, okay? I'll just stand there for about 20 seconds and then my character will start doing things. So if you ever see a character start dancing in front of the bank, it's not because they're necessarily dancing. I think it's a lot of times like standing right in front of the banker. It's they've been idle looking at something long enough that their character will start doing things because they have idle animations on. It's kind of funny if it ever happens. Come on. Do an idle animation, lady. That was weird. How she, like, looked at him and then followed him with her eyes. That's eerie. Maybe I have it on too long of a wait. Let's see. We'll do it to 20 seconds. Here, 5 seconds. Okay, this will be what we do now. Should start any second. I turned it down to a very... That may have broken it because the guy just pushed me out of the way. Starting to think it's not going to work. Oh well, I'll deal with it later then. I have it off on this character, but on all of my alts. There. Wow, want some apostle legs? Jesus. Or apostle chests. They're all here. The next one, Kioma's Repair and Recharge, is awesome. I recommend you get it. The first thing it does is whenever you talk to, speaking of Clamgull, anybody who can repair your gear, it will automatically repair your gear with that person. So you never have to think about it. So anytime you talk to a merchant or a shopkeep or something, it will automatically repair your shit. The other thing is you can set it for if you use glyphs on your weapons or on, and you don't use poisons, let's say you use glyphs, it will automatically recharge your glyph for you when you get to a certain percentage. So let's say you want it at your weapon at 2% left. It will do it without you even telling it to. It will set it, recharge your weapon, and you never even have to think about it. So that is another method. I like it. I don't use glyphs anymore. I use poisons, but when I did just use glyphs, it was very convenient. I probably shouldn't be using poisons, but I mean, we get the Crown Store poisons for free, so I feel like I should use them. So I really like that add-on. It's very simple. It doesn't take much to understand it. Sometimes I have trouble understanding certain ones, so all right, who's next? Shadowfen, Stonefalls? You might be next. I'm not sure. All right, what's next? Lore books. Okay, so lore books may seem duplicative, but it actually isn't. Here's the thing. Lore books, not only its main function is covered by map pins or other stuff like that, which is it shows where the important lore books are, that you can find them on your character. It'll show it on the map. But there's something that lore books does that minimap that map pins does not, and let me show it to you by showing you Zero. Okay. So this is what it normally does for a lore book, right? This you should be able to find with map pins. The other thing it does, though, is this. You see this piece of paper here? Notes and memos. Someday it'll just be you. If you're like me and you're one of those people who wants to look at every document in the game, not just not just lore books, but handbills, posters, and decrees, things like that. You're the kind of person who, like me, would probably want lore books because it has the option for you to turn on. Oh, did you now? It has the option for you to turn on every single piece of paper it will find that you haven't read, not just lore books. So that's why I still have run lore books, even though map pins covers most of it. I feel like it's a, I'm a nerd. I want to read the lore as I find it. Toss a coin to your Twitcher. Here. Ramekin. Candygram. Ramekin. Alright, next one. Magic Sorter. I've shown you guys Magic Sorter before. It sorts your shit. I mean, really, when it comes right down to it, it sorts your stuff. It sorts your furnishings into different houses as you direct it to do so. And then you don't have to think about it again. Ooh. You're affordable. It's really good for people like me who take everything out of the house thinking that, oh, I will use all these items, and then you end up not using even like a quarter of them, and then you need to put them all away. Yeah, that's how I work. I'm great that way. Oh yeah, that's the beginning of the geyser. Yeah, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think that's just the geyser being a geyser. So don't panic. He puts a pearl down and it starts the whole thing. Magic carpet. I think you all know what magic carpet is. It's essentially a little thing that lets you fly around in your house so that you can build up high and reach places that otherwise you couldn't reach without building like a stairway up or anything. You just can float around and fix what you want to fix and do what you want to do up high. Map pens we talked about. Map pens shows everything. Map pens it shows where quests are, it shows where nodes are, it shows where everything is. It's pretty awesome. This is weird to me. I'm surprised that Quen shows up back here. I think this is the only Thieves' Den I know of where Quen goes back to after you've finished everything. I thought she stayed just in the Hughes Bane one. But for some reason she shows up here in the Southern Elsewhere one. Don't ask me, I don't know. Alright, now we can go to Stone Falls. Garbage. Master Merchant. Minimap by Firakin. Okay, so I think that Voltan's minimap is just fine, but I prefer Firakin's minimap. I can't live without a minimap. When it's off, I get upset. I've been playing Skyrim and there's no minimap and I want to like hurt things. I think I'm going to have to find a minimap for Skyrim and download it, install it. Because the reason why I think this is better is, you see this little radar looking 2 lines on my minimap that's moving back and forth? It shows you which way you're facing. That is so helpful. Now, Votan's does not have that. And that's the main reason why I don't use Votan's, because generally I use Votan's for almost everything, because makes good add-ons. You know, they all work, they're all updated. Good guy. I think it's a guy. But Firakin really won my heart here with the little lines that show you which direction you're going in, and that is awesome. So if you need a mini-map, that's my recommendation. If you don't need a mini-map, I don't know how you survive. Because Lord knows I need a mini-map. Now, also on my little bar here, let me pull it up. What you're going to see is, see that little gray thing? Thanks so much for the follow. It says you are set to offline. Right on my chat box, it lets me set myself online, away, DND, or offline. That is so convenient, because normally you have to go into either friends or group or whatever, like this. See, you normally have to pull down here to change it in either friends or whatever. I'm always in offline, by the way, so don't take it personally if you can't send me tells. That's why. But it's a very convenient way to switch it back and forth, if that's what you want to do, which frankly I do want to do that. In case you want to cook some dark elves, here's the dark elf kettle cooker. Very helpful for cooking elves. I kid. Ratata. I think. Oh, I'm still okay. I can still do this one. I thought I got rid of it. Let's go with a pretty one for now. I'll be something else later, but for now I'll do this. All right, off to main village. They really need to put more funny ones up. The funny ones that they have up, some of them are just terrible. Not funny at all. Okay, next add-on. No thank you. All right. No thank you is the name of the add-on. About half the time it's broken. I'm not gonna lie. Every time there's a new what can I call it? Update to the API, it breaks for a good long time. It's because the original author of it does not play anymore. And so anybody else, like, who volunteers you have to find somebody who's going to volunteer to update it. So it's nice when it's updated. What it does is it lets you shut things up. So for example, settings. You're always going to be out of your comfort zone, dude. You got to leave the beginner areas. All right. So we'll go down to no thank you. Here we go. You can block all of different kinds of messages, like group area messages, friends status alerts. Like, do you really need to know if somebody logged on and somebody logged off? Text alerts like craft repair alerts, sound alerts. You can blank the Crown Store when you first log in. You can remove the delete mail dialog. You can do so many nice things. I forgot how good this was. So yeah, you can. Just so many options to this. It's wonderful. I highly recommend it. So it's a fantastic add-on. Just know that whenever things get updated, it's going to be way behind. But it will eventually get updated again. I find it hard to live without because some of my other characters don't have it on. And so I'll get on to do my writs or whatever, and suddenly I'm getting all these crazy notifications that I don't normally get. And it's like, I really don't want to see all this. I don't know what the point is of all those notifications. All right, P-Chat. P-Chat. P-Chat is a chat program that lets you do some things that are like, they let you be very specific about colors of channels and how you want certain channels to work and stuff like that, which is all fine and good. But the real reason why I use it is because it lets you click on links. You can actually click a link that somebody posts in chat and click through it to your, it'll save it or copy it or whatever, and you can go right through. I don't think it blocks the Mage Guild messengers. Damn, I wish they would. Basically with the Mages Guild, I did that quest, so I never had to see those again. It doesn't block whatever her name is either. Do you know how long I've been looking for you? No, and I don't care. It only blocks the notifications in text. Nope. No blocked Stuga. I'm sorry. I wish. You can't block I mean, it's like,